Oke, bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Kafil, how are you?
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yes. Today's topic is very interesting for me. You know what? Who doesn't love reading comics? In my opinion, who doesn't love?
Maybe Gen Zs right now.
I think they love watching. I love reading comics.
Yeah, but maybe Indonesians sometimes don't like to read books. Sometimes they love. Sometimes they like books though. But sometimes they just doesn't want to read. Sometimes.
Yeah. And the data says that Indonesian people, they do not like reading. Exactly.
Yes, they do not.
Yeah.
That's why we need to read more. Like
We
the
need to
other
read
countries,
more.
they like to read books because they are.
Because I completely agree. Even though our references is just a comic, but it gives out a lot of knowledge, you know.
Yes, we just like good stories and art.
Yes, and good meaning. There's a moral value on it. Even I could cry when I read Captain Tsubasa comics.
Oh, sure.
I cried when there was an accident and when there's communication with Tsubasa and Roberto Hongo. I cried a lot, you know. And my favorite one, of course, during my young age in elementary school, we collected a lot of Conan, who is the
Detective Conan
yes, who is the author? Who is the author?
of
The author of Detective Conan. How could I forget that name? The very famous name.
Yeah, I already forgot it. It was years ago when I was a kid. Okay, I forgot.
Astaghfirullah, how could I
forgot.
forget this name?
I
We do
forgot.
not prepare our podcast as usual.
I forgot who
It's
is
kind
his
of
name actually. I
impromptu.
forgot.
Gozo Aoyama.
Who?
Gozo Aoyama.
Gozo Uyama. Yes, that's correct. I remember.
Connect.
I used to watch the cartoon back when I was a child. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
So, tell us, why should we read comics, and what is your favorite one?
My favorite one. I have top 10 of it.
Top 10. Wow. Okay, tell us.
Okay, Onani Master Kurosawa, The World Is Mine, Kichi versus the World.
That's the title or the author?
Yeah,
The title.
that's the title. That's the title. And then we got
quite long.
what is the name again? Oh yeah, right. Green Blood, Magus of the Lightberry, and Vagabond. No. It was in 5 is Tokyo Ghoul, 4th is Kingdom,
Okay. No one I know.
3 is Vagabond, 2nd is The Climber, and 1st is Yusogoi.
So, is it famous? You just mentioned.
The
I don't know at all. I don't know. I know nothing about the title you mentioned. What I know is One Piece, Dragon Ball.
Oh, because
because those titles are famous, and you mentioned not famous title in my opinion.
yeah, because the media prefer them to be underrated. The fan prefer it to be underrated because it's too perfect for the media.
Wow, is that your opinion or fact?
It's facts, of course.
So there are a lot of opinions telling about that.
Yes, this is about gambling. But the manga, the more you progress, the more better it will get. Besides, the start of this was terrible. It's kind of slow, but the more you read the art, the more the better. After 100 chapters, the arts are more getting better and better and better.
The
It's like,
quality.
yes, the quality is getting better. It's like a generational run.
Oh,
The art's getting better and better and better from the beginning to the end.
I see. So yes, those names are not famous because it's underrated.
Yeah,
But in fact, you really into this title.
yes,
What
it's
makes
like
you into this title? What makes it special for you?
it's life changing. It's a piece of perfect fiction.
Really? Is it so deep?
Let's start
So
with
far?
so far. Like The Climber. You see, The Climber was about a lonely man. He was pretty much tired of humanity and just want to climb mountains. So he climbed mountain and he trained to climb the mountain. And that's why I love to climb mountain. He's the relatable character. His name is Kaoru Mitoma.
It's about hiking.
Yeah, the name is The Climber.
The climber.
Yeah, the manga's
Climbing
name
mountain,
Climber.
right?
Yes, the Climbing Mountain. I don't have the English translation because it never released. It's only released like Spanish, Italian, and Japanese.
So you read Japanese?
No, I have the English translation back at Manga Dex at the Google website. But the book, I only have the Japanese language.
So, you know what? These books contains Japanese, I don't know, hiragana or katakana, this one.
This one is by Toshio Sako.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? The text. It's Japanese text, Japanese text. So, I know you cannot read this, right?
Yes. I could. No, I know what this means.
Yeah, but from your laptop or from your device, right?
Sure.
Could you read these?
Sure, I could read this.
Really?
Sure.
How could you know this?
I watch manga decks every single time. I watch this like in Google every single 24 hours, so I could
Wow, so try to read this.
This means there's no going back.
No, in Japanese first. In Japanese pronunciation first.
Oh, I don't know what
So you cannot pronounce this.
I cannot pronounce.
But
the
you
Japanese
could
word.
know the meaning.
Yeah, I know the meaning
It
of it.
doesn't make sense for me.
It's just very hard to speak Japanese.
How could you? I learned Japanese for a while during my university time, but it's very complicated for me, and I do not like it. So I don't get any improvement on my Japanese.
The problem is that it's kind of hard to speak Japanese sometimes. It's Chinese and Japanese are very much hard to learn.
But
Very hard.
Arabic
Very hard.
is most difficult. Some people say.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's a top 10 difficult language in the world. So it's very hard. It's kind of take you like 2 years or 1 year or 2 years to learn it like that.
But there are a lot of people in Indonesia. They have only 3 months or 6 months course, Japanese course, and they will go to Japan with a very promising work. You know that?
Oh yeah, isn't there like 120k, 129k people in
Yes.
Japan like working there?
Yes, working there. It could be in farming or in a company, manufacturing. Last time
Maybe because Indonesia is hardworking. People here are hard work. That's why they just want to make better for their family in Indonesia.
Yes, it's kind of a shortcut if you want to earn a lot of money. Just go to Japan. That's what kabur aja. But last time I called my students in Cianjur. Usually we play football in the weekend. I called him. Ikri, let's go play. No, I can't. Why? I'm in Japan, sir. My students.
Or in Japan.
Yeah, they are 2 students. They are in Japan right now. Why would you go?
I'm going to Japan after when the years when 2026 ends with my mother and
2026 next year. Then.
yeah, next year.
Not 2025.
No, because you see, I have to go with my mother and my brother. I need to be with my mother first because, I can just leave her, to Japan alone. I need to go with them as well.
So is it for traveling or what?
Traveling, of course, and also because I kind of don't like Japan about the work rates and anything, but their mangas and cute things and their technologies are more, and their government and country are really great and really more.
Talking about manga anime, do you watch the famous ones such as One Piece, Dragon Ball? Do you watch them?
I've never watched anime. Sorry.
So
No.
it's different. This is manga,
Yeah.
and those are anime.
Yeah, there's big difference. There's big difference of anime watchers and manga watchers.
Okay, tell us about the
Manga watchers are usually just like to read, They sometimes like to read, sometimes like to read books, sometimes like to read something like this, perfection. They just like the piece of fiction, great things.
Wow, that's cool.
While anime watchers, they just like to watch anime and sometimes like to copy and they like to watch animes, like animation like that.
So correct me if I'm wrong. So manga will be very related with our character as human being. Is that true? And anime looks like imagination creature.
Yeah.
Is that the differences?
Yes, the
One of
difference.
them?
Yes, differences.
So look at Luffy, Monkey the Luffy is kind of a rubber man.
Manga is pretty much makes a story that represent of something in real life. Like this one is pretty much from real life gambling methods, and Climber is from real life climbing things.
I got it. That's why it's more related with our life.
Yeah,
Because
it's related.
It comes from the real life, right?
Yeah,
Real
it's
story of someone.
yes, it's from there. Real life methods.
Yeah. Oh,
Green Blood, the cowboy manga, is pretty much a real life methods from the film from the American known as Red Dead Redemption, the game. It's about cowboys, and they put it on the manga. Now, the art style is amazing. The problem is that it's kind of hard to be animated. You see, Goku, One Piece are easy to animate, but this one is a bit hard. The artwork, the masterwork, the actors, and the cost is kind of expensive. It's too expensive that the anime community in Japan says, sorry, we cannot animate this. 20th Century Boys was denied. They were denied because the anime community says, sorry, this is just too perfect to be animated. Like that.
You know a lot, Kafil. How could you know that? You read a lot, I guess.
Yeah, I read a lot. I read
That's
it. I
amazing.
just love to read.
I always amazed if I meet student or people at your age. They love reading because recently people mostly like scrolling down the phone without considering how important is reading. It's very important, to be honest. It doesn't matter what books you are reading, but as long as you read, you will always open the door.
Sometimes it's like life changing to you.
Yes, that's it. I got it. So when I read the books, I could travel around the world in my mind, and that's
Sometimes
it looks real. You know,
you will know what you will learn like that. Learn.
even though it's comics, but it gives a lot of advantage in our life. It could be life changing. I definitely agree with Kafil. So who recognized comics to you? Did you find it by yourself when you were 10 or
My brother,
recognized?
my
Your brother introduced you to comics.
yeah, sure.
What did he say? Kafil, just give it a try like that. Oh, home.
Back when I was young, I just don't like the reading back when I was young because I just like to watch cartoon like that, like watch Upin Ipin or SpongeBob.
Yes.
Yeah, but when I was turning 14, my
Oh.
brother gave me a
comic.
manga called Bleach.
Bleach?
Yeah.
With a very big sword.
Yeah, like that. But the book version, not the anime version. I read it though, but it was Indonesian language. Then that's why I know. But the more I progress, the more things I want to read, like Yusogoi, Climber, the underrated things like Green Block, Magus of the Lightberry, The World Is Mine,